ambapo unalisha mama, umelisha jamii. Kile kipato ambacho tunapata kutokana na mradi huu.
Kina mama sisi ndio wenye miji. Ndio mnatujengea miji, mnanunua mashamba.
In the heart of Africa, where nature thrives and dreams take flight, a revolution in conservation is empowering women like never before.
So the women are really getting well informed because of the women are now sitting in leadership positions.
Welcome to the Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project, a dynamic engine of green jobs, community transformation, and gender equality. Here, more than 400 direct green jobs have been created, and nearly 30% of these positions are proudly held by women from the local communities. This is our story where sustainable practices and community spirit intertwine to forge a brighter, inclusive future. At the heart of the Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project Eco Factory, innovation meets empowerment. Here, women make up the majority of the workforce. Using cutting-edge, eco-friendly practices, these women not only produce high-quality, environmentally friendly products, but also minimize waste and champion sustainability.
Majority deal with women. Women are the majority staffs here, and we have trained them on all fields. We have ensured that they become entrepreneurs, and these skills have enhanced their livelihood, because a majority of these women came from the society. They had no say. Many are also single mothers who need a lot of assistance and help of bringing their children. So with this job that they have gotten here, they are able to take their children to school. They are able to do other things that they are not able to do, like purchasing land and also cultivating land, also starting up small businesses out there. But now, because they got a job here, we have enabled them to know how to manage finances. We have enabled them to get the skills that they didn't have. If someone wanted to be a tailor, now they are able to do tailoring and do businesses out there with more skills, and also train family members of the community.
Out of that team of 59, they work in different departments, like cutting. All the cutting is managed by the ladies, and then sewing we have men and women. Finishing is managed by women, and ironing I have two men, and then packing and store is managed by one man, and the rest are women.
Na nimeweza kufundisha mtoto na bado naendelea kusaidia jamii yangu. Imenisaidia.
Across the project, tradition meets innovation in the soap making department. Here, organic products are crafted with care, using raw materials sourced predominantly from local women groups. These women not only create extraordinary products, but also ensure that every ingredient contributes to a sustainable cycle of empowerment.
Tunafanya hapa mradi wa kutengeneza sabuni. Sasa jambo la kuhimiza wana kijiji ama local communities ni watusaidie kutunza mazingira, kwa sababu kupitia kutunza mazingira yao itatuwezesha kupata the raw materials zenye tunatumia kutengeneza our products ama sabuni zetu. Kitu kama moringa, baobab trees, tuko na pia na this basket. Hii basket tunanunua from Kasigau Disabled Group. Hii ni kikundi ya wamama iko Buguta, ndio wanatuuzia this package. Hii package tunatumia kupack this disc soap hivi, and it's an eco-friendly package. Mtu akitumia kwa nyumba yake, this package inabaki kama maridadi ama mapambo ndani ya nyumba yake.
And in a unique collaboration, Madam Monica from Zawadisha CBO confirms how a local women group transforms natural elephant dung into eco-friendly paper used in packaging soap products at the project's Eco Factory, a creative process that brings value to both the environment and the community.
Imeshika vikundi vya kina mama. Mimi nasimamia kikundi kinaitwa Neema Women Group. Neema Women Group iko katikati ya njia ya ndovu. So ndovu wakati zinaingia kwa mashamba kupitia ile sehemu ya marungu inapitia Neema Women Group. So ikakuwa ni kama kielelezo kikubwa ya kwamba kama kikundi wakatufundisha jinsi ya kutumia sasa yale mavi ambayo yanaachwa kwa mashamba yetu kutengeza kitu ambacho kitatupatia mapato. Na ndio sisi kikundi ambacho kiko huku nafikiri Taita Taveta County ambacho kinatengeza makaratasi ya ndovu, na makaratasi yao utayapata Wildlife Works, yanatengezwa kuuza kama kufunga sabuni. Tunauza pale, kina mama wanapata pesa, na tunajua kina mama ndio hata wanafundisha watoto.
At the Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project boutique, visionary women are taking center stage. Here, finished products that eco-sustainability and creativity are showcased to the world, symbolizing the power of community-led enterprise and the art of reinvention.
Hizi products sisi huuza hapa zinatoka kwa Eco Factory yetu. Tuko na pia visitors wanatoka wengine wanatoka kwa local area, kwa community that is. Pia wakija huku ku visit factory, wana come shop, wana buy. Tuna pia visitors from maybe USA, wengine from Nairobi, yani various places. Tuko na shop Nairobi, NSK. Vitu zenye pia wao tunatoa huku Eco Factory tukiwapelekea kule Nairobi.
But empowerment at the Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project goes far beyond factories and boutiques. Women are now on the front line of the forest conservation and leading training for the next generation of rangers, whose confident strides inspire all who follow.
Hii kazi tangu nianze mwaka 2011 imenisaidia pakubwa. Mimi ni mama wa watoto 3, nimeajiriwa na kampuni ya Wildlife Works kama ranger kuanzia 2011. Sisi ndio ladies wa kwanza kuchukuliwa katika mradi huu wa carbon. Tunalinda mazingira na kuhifadhi wanyama. Nikiamka asubuhi, huwa naamka 5, najitayarisha naingia kazi. Kiingia kazi, huwa tunafanya PT, morning run. Tunafanya zoezi kuanzia saa 12 kamili hadi saa 1:30. Tayari kwa kazi ya siku ya leo ambayo ni patrol. Tukiingia patrol, huwa tunaangalia mahali tunaenda kupiga patrol kama kuna information, kuna mahali miti imekatwa ama kuna mahali wanyama wanategwa. Tunaenda mpaka hapo, tunaangalia vile kuko, kama kuna miti imekatwa, tunafanya ambush ili kukamata wahalifu ambao wanakata miti na ambao wanaotega. Hii kazi imekuwa manufaa, nimesomesha watoto, nimenunua plots, nimejenga. Pia huu mradi wa carbon umetusaidia sana.
Sisi wanawake tulikuwa tunadhaniwa kuwa hatuwezi kufanya hii kazi ya wanaume. Lakini tukajikakamua zaidi, tukasema hapana, wacha tuone, tufanye change katika community yetu, because hapo awali unajua communities za kwetu kizamani walikuwa wanatambua kwa mwanamke ni mwanamke ambaye anafaa kukaa katika manyumba zetu peke yake. But sisi tukakuja tukasema hapana, acha tubadilishe hii kitu ikuwe kama imebadilisha jamii kwa ujumla. So saizi wanawake ni wenyewe wanakuja wanasaidia jamii, nikang'ang'ana mpaka pahali nimefikia sasa. Kupitia trainings ambazo nimekuwa nazo kupitia hii shule, nimekuwa mpaka sasa nimekuwa head of trainings, na nikikumbuka zaidi pahali nilianzia, nimetoka mbali sana. Na pahali niko saizi nashukuru Mungu. Na si ati nashukuru Mungu kwa sababu ati Wildlife Works nisaidia kwa ukweli. na katika jamii yangu kwa ujumla. Na sasa hivi kuna familia pia wanaendelea kusaidika na kusaidika zaidi. Kwa sababu sasa hizi nafundisha watoto wangu, ndugu zangu wamesoma kupitia Wildlife Works kwa sababu mimi nimekuwa kipaumbele katika jamii.
Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project understands that empowerment comes with support. A dedicated daycare center enables mothers to focus on their roles without worry, managed by capable women who ensure every child's safety and joy.
Daycare hii ilifunguliwa ni kwa ajili ya wafanyikazi, hususan wa kina mama, kuweza kuwasaidia wakina mama wakaweze kufanya kazi pasipo wasiwasi ama matatizo yoyote. Watoto hawa wanaletwa na mama zao wanapoingia kazini, tushinde na wao huku. Tunawapatia mafunzo mbalimbali, tukuwa keep busy kwa michezo, nyimbo, yani kuwafungua akili.
Breaking new grounds, the project's first ever female human resource manager,
Hello.
a proud resident from Taita Taveta County, ensures that every team member at the Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project receives equal opportunity, thorough training, and the support needed to excel in today's dynamic environment.
So with this honor, I am able to be part of a team that promotes transparent processes within recruitment and selection, ensuring that the project vision is met. We are looking forward to ensuring that employees are well equipped with financial literacy and management, to equip them with the right training, with the right skills, managing their finances, because having a source of income is another thing, and being able to improve your livelihood is another thing, to ensure that there's that holistic development of the employee. Along with this, we are very keen on ensuring that the structure of the organization is able to be flexible enough to change over time, to accommodate the improved skills of employees, where they're able to be promoted into different new positions, given additional responsibilities to hone them, to motivate them.
Guiding the Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project mission is the project lead, Mr. Nick Taylor, whose resolute leadership upholds a zero-tolerance policy on sexual harassment and bullying, ensuring a safe, respectful, and inclusive workplace for all.
And therefore, trainings have to happen. And trainings have to happen in such a way that they are understandable. So, from a Wildlife Works point of view, we have set up a global gender equality task force based in the United States, but picked from various employees of all our companies, or all the companies that Wildlife Works owns. They have set together policies and procedures as to how and what the Gender Global Task Force is tasked to do. Certainly here in Kasigau, we've set up our own internal gender equality committee that basically handles all matters gender. We embarked last year, beginning of last year, on a series of trainings for all 450 staff on sexual harassment, sexual abuse, anti-harassment, bullying, bias, and gender equality. These are a lot of things to take in. And it's something we've committed to doing year in, year out. And when we first started doing these trainings, the reaction that I was getting, because I attended all of them as well, The reaction I was seeing from the staff was a bit of bemusement because they didn't really understand what it was, because sometimes culture dictates that that's the norm. However, having been through all the trainings on numerous occasions now, certainly here at Kasigau, I've seen a huge turnaround of understanding from the staff what are their rights. Okay? This doesn't have to happen. I can stand up. I can ask the question. But the most important thing that we're seeing now is that in the past, people didn't like to talk because certain things were taboo. Threats, employment, i.e. if you don't do X, you might lose your job. And therefore people were quiet and didn't necessarily want to use the channels given to them to come forward. What we're seeing now is an immense change, that people are now eager to talk. They feel happier and more comfortable. So it's a happy zone. And I'm not saying it'll ever be 100% perfect. It won't. But if more than 50% of my staff can actually talk and stand up, it goes a long way to actually preventing these issues going forwards.
Local community women have defied the odds to take up the challenge of biodiversity and social monitoring at the Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project.
Mimi ni msaidizi kwa kitengo cha Biodiversity and Social Monitoring. Huwa tunaangalia data ya Annex 3 na Annex 4 ambayo ni data huwa inachukuliwa na rangers kwa all 6 locations wakiwa on their daily patrols. Hii data huwa inasaidia sana kudetermine population ya wanyama in the project area, na pia kuangalia incidences, let's say kama kuna logging inaendelea, kama poaching inaendelea, kama kuna mnyama ambaye ameumia, huwa ni rahisi kuripoti.
Tunaanza transect in Rukinga Ranch. So in this transect, we are going to move at a speed of between 15 to 20 kilometers per hour. We are going to look at the big birds, the ground birds, raptors, and all mammals. Like now we have spotted 3 bulls, elephants outside the transect. We have to mark them and record them.
Yes, naziona.
95, 90, 290, 34 meters.
34.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Pale. Maybe you use your binoculars. And I've worked for this company for 11 years. I'm a proud member from the community because I've benefited directly. And for the 11 years, I have majored in biodiversity, where I do monitoring as a research assistant. And out of it, I've gained experience, which I did not have before when I was being employed. Actually, I was just employed as a data clerk. So I have been doing data for the past 11 years. I started doing biomass data, which entails mostly the biomass part of it, without the biodiversity part of it. The biodiversity part of it hit lately, which was just in pipeline for early 2012, where I was taken to join the team. I was the only female member by then. And I was trained in road transects, I was trained in bird ringing, I was trained in camera change, which we do every other time over for the past 10 or 11 years ago. I can say that out of the revenue, I can put food on my table, which is very important to any living being. And so to anyone who is against this, know that the channel goes far, not just a coin or a dollar that falls in that mug. That doesn't reach us.
Transformation is the cornerstone of the Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project. Madam Constance from the Eco Charcoal Department shares her inspiring journey. From a past of destructive practices to now training others in environmentally friendly methods. Her story is a powerful reminder that every change begins with one brave step.
Baada ya kuwa nimekosa mpendwa wangu, ndio nikaingilia mambo ya mazingira kwa sababu nilikuwa sijui maana ya kutunza. Kaanza kukata makaa, mambo mengi tu, katakata miti ovyo ili nipate manufaa ya kunilea. So nilipoandikwa, saa hii sasa niko sawa, siwezi haribu mazingira. Naona tunaendelea kupanuka na kufundisha ujua mazingira zaidi. So kuanzia hapo mimi najua mengi, na pia kuna vijana hapa ni wa train kwa sababu sisi tulikuwa ni waharibifu wa mazingira. Ndio maana tukafundishwa na tukafundishika na tunafundisha ulimwengu mzima kwa sasa.
The Greenhouse and Agroforestry Department champions initiatives that empower women through organized groups and capacity building in seedling management. As the rainy season approaches, these women not only nurture the saplings, they cultivate economic opportunities that sustain their families and communities.
We also plant trees out there with the community. We have a running program that plants about 60,000 seedlings, indigenous tree seedlings every year to increase that tree cover and also to give the community some income because we purchase those seedlings from them. Now, Kasigau REDD+ project aims at keeping the trees standing and getting the community to make some money out of standing trees rather than cutting trees. So we also train the farmers on the reasons why we should not cut trees and also the reason why we should increase instead the tree cover.
Wameform vikundi vya kuweka nasari, miti ya nasari. Sasa kupitia kwa carbon wanaponunua, mama anainuka, anapata chakula, anapata fedha zake za kuendelea. Kwa hivyo tunaomba kabisa hiyo mradi wa mama, mnasemaje?
The Agroforestry Department also trains farmers on smart farming techniques, including extension farm visit for farmers support. The Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project's demonstration farm at Kale brings farmers together from all over the county for learning.
Tukitaka kufaulu vizuri, tufanye hii kazi tukiwa sote, kila mtu afanye. Si ndio? Kama kuna kitu cha kusikitisha hapa, ni wakati wa mvua ukishuka kule chini, kule karibu na reli. Mchanga wa maeneo hayo wote huwa unakusanyika huko. Na kule kuna rotuba nyingi sana. Sasa tumechimba hiyo mitaro. Sasa maji ambayo yalikuwa yanateremka kutoka kwa shamba yetu yakienda yanabaki papa hapa. Na mchanga wetu unabaki papa hapa.
Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project's ripple effects extend far beyond direct employment.
Naona kazi inaendelea. Ndio tunafanya packaging.
Leo tuna package sabuni.
Okay.
Na mali yetu.
Process ya curing imeisha?
Imeisha.
Na the edges zimetolewa vizuri kabisa. So make sure that the box is finally done and the dates are in position. Comes now the value addition center, where the raw materials from the extensive community members is processed here and taken through the process of processing to get a finished product, which is one of the necessary tools for maintaining hygiene within the community and earning the group members a daily income for their expenses, hence building a livelihood. So we have partnered with them in capacity building trainings, marketing, packaging, costing calculation, value chain analysis, and extensively mechanisms of developing a business and making sure that it is capable of surviving shocks and bouncing back to the market as we have just recently done.
Kikundi chetu hiki cha Aloe Production Marungu CBO kilianza mwaka wa 2006 wakati serikali ya kitaifa ilikuwa inaangazia mambo ya value chains, na ndio tukapata nafasi kubwa sana ya kuweza kujifundisha, kuweza kutoa bidhaa za uponyaji wa ngozi, za utunzaji wa ngozi na za ulinzi wa ngozi kutokana na mmea huu. Kwa hivyo kwa sasa huwa tunatengeneza lotions, tunazengeza creams, tunatengeza na masabuni ambayo yanasaidia jamii sana katika ulinzi na utunzaji na uponyaji wa ngozi. Na pia kama vile mmeona wameweza kurefurbish mixer yetu, ilikuwa ndogo ikawa kubwa sasa tunaweza kukoroga mali kiasi kingi kidogo, na hiyo ni kuonyesha kuwa hata wale wakulima wengine ambao wanakufa moyo tutaweza kuwainua kwa kuwanunulia sapu na bidhaa zingine za kipapa. Jua wakati ambapo unalisha mama, umelisha jamii. Kile kipato ambacho tunapata kutokana na mradi huu huwa kinaenda mbali sana katika kusaidia ukuzaji wa jamii, hasa kwa watoto katika elimu, kuhakikisha kuwa wamevaa, kuhakikisha kuwa wamekula na kuhakikisha kuwa wako na afya njema. Kwa hivyo kipato kidogo hata nikipata, najua ninaweza kupata balance diet ya watoto wangu, naweza kuwalisha, naweza kuwavisha, wanaweza kwenda shule katika hali nzuri, na hii ndio kesho yetu ya jamii.
The Enterprise Development Department empowers women groups through dedicated training in entrepreneurship. Each success a testament to resilience and innovation.
We are now starting to see economic development bearing fruits, and with the groups that we are partnering with, there has been a lot of engagement with the groups, specifically within the 6 locations that we operate within. We have trained the women from scratch to an extent that they are now in a position to produce market fit products and be able to convert raw materials into finished products, in other ways earning them a living. When you touch on women, you cause an impact to the whole society, in fullness of understanding that the women and the youth have more of a bigger responsibility in matters development. So our approach has been not leaving them behind, but also making sure that they are also in the loop of activities.
Among the many inspiring stories is that of the Buguta Disabled Women Group. The group transforms challenges into opportunities, crafting sustainable packaging solutions that not only fuels the Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project's Eco-Factories mission, but also sold to the local market.
Kupitia carbon, ndiposa tuko mahali hapa, tukanjengewa mahali hapa kupitia carbon. So kujua carbon sana, tumejua mambo ya carbon credit, kuna carbon zinauzwa sababu ya zile changamoto tulikuwa nazo. And kupitia hiyo carbon, hizo changamoto zikaweza kupungua, tukaweza kutoka mahali tulikuwa, ikatuleta mahali hapa. Nikiwa na miaka 10, nikiwa tunafanya kazi, tukiwa usaidizi mwingi sana, tunaupata kupitia carbon.
We were asked if we had a piece of land with a title deed, which we confirmed. The carbon project then came for the groundbreaking ceremony. It was a joyous occasion. They built the workshop for us from scratch to completion. The building was later handed over in a ceremony where we appreciated our partners, laughed and celebrated the milestone together. We were so excited. It has now been 4 years since we began working in this newly built workshop. We sell a variety of handicraft items such as baskets, necklaces, jewelry, and stuffed animals.
And the impact resonates through every craft and trade, like that of a skillful basket weaver whose hands tell a story of empowerment, tradition, and change. Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project's transformative influence is felt in every corner of our community. Local women are now taking charge of healthcare and education sectors, thanks to bursaries from the carbon finance that has empowered them.
And I'm one of the beneficiaries of Carbon Works. And I'm grateful because I'm serving the community now, and that was my ambition since I was young. I wanted to be a nurse. We were very poor, but I just applied like any other person. And lucky enough, I got sponsored and I'm serving the community. I'm so happy because that was what I used to like. I'm really grateful.
A girl who once feared missing class now stands tall, ready to shape her future.
So we saw that coming up with a program of supporting the girls with sanitary pads is a way of maintaining the girls in school. And also, sanitary pads is not only issued to them maybe on a monthly basis, but they have been shown on how to come up with the traditional way of making sanitary pads. So they use the old clothes, and we show them how to maintain proper hygiene. Maybe in future we don't have some of the repercussion in terms of health. So that is another way of ensuring, in as much as you don't have the disposable sanitary pad, but you can use the reusable one, but in a more sustainable and a healthy way.
Empowerment is also about safety and opportunity. Itinyi Women Group, managing the Marungu Social Hall, are now celebrating how new security measures financed through carbon revenue have transformed the hall into a hub for meetings, conferences, and training workshops. Across the landscape, in every corner of the project area, the Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project's influence is felt. And at the very heart of this conservation initiative are 16 distinct land parcels, from expansive ranches to thriving conservancies and vibrant community territories. Each parcel plays a vital role, serving not only as a conservation area but as a pillar of local socio-economic empowerment and an engine for women's advancement. The Kasigau Corridor REDD Plus project is more than a conservation initiative. It is a movement, a revolution in women's empowerment. Here, sustainability is not just about reducing carbon. It's about uplifting lives, nurturing innovation, and securing a future where every woman can lead with strength and dignity.
Sisi tulikuwa tunahusishwa kikamilifu kwa sababu ilikuwa pesa ikitoka kwa carbon ina land direct kwa LCC. Na sisi tulikuwa tumechangamana, tulikuwa kwa wanawake na wanaume. So sisi ile pesa ndio ilikuwa inaletwa pale na sisi ndio tulikuwa tunaigawanya, tunaipeleka kwa basar na kwa community projects. Na tulipewa nafasi wanawake, kwa sababu nakumbuka hata mimi wakati kwa LCC nilikuwa vice secretary. Na tulikuwa tunapewa nafasi pia ya uamuzi kwa zile pesa. Na tulikuwa tunagawanya pesa kwa usawa, za kwenda kwa mradi zinaenda kwa mradi na za kwa basari zinaenda kwa basari. Kwa hivyo kwa hicho kitengo tunasema kwamba wanawake walihusishwa kikamilifu. Hata hapa Kasigau Ranch pia tuko na wanawake 4 na pia pesa ikitoka kwa carbon zikiingia kwa account, tunakuja kwa meza tunaelezewa kwamba na pesa fulani zimekuja, na kama matumizi vile zinatumika pia tunahusishwa kwa decision making.
Mimi nimefanya miaka kadhaa nikiwa mwanakamati. Nilikuwa mwanakamati wa basari kwa miaka nafikiri kama 6 hivi. Nikaja LCC, hata ndio t-shirt hii nimeivaa. Hata nilitoka juzi tu mwaka uliopita nikaapisha mwenzangu.
To the corporate world and champions of change, every investment in carbon credits is an investment in hope, progress, and equality. Stand with us. Support Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project, and together, let's build a legacy where nature and humanity flourish as one.
As you can see in this project, we have different departments. So women are in the eco factory or the garment factory. They engage from 8 to 5, so they want to go back home and cut down trees. In the greenhouse, women are the larger in number, and also other departments that like rangers. So that is another way to keep them engaged and reduce pressure to the forest.
Invest in change. Invest in women. Invest in the future of the Kasigau Corridor REDD+ project.